maps and whatever strategies 100 Thieves have in the tank. And ultimately, it does boil down to, of course, Sentinels as well. Is this agent composition with Brimstone going to be effective against 100 Thieves? So far, that's the Brimstone that's out of commission. Nitro's going to take him down, and they're going to break open onto this A site.
Yeah, Sick trying to back up. Provide some sort of cover. Two Roombas are going to cross and pass. The blast pack was there, and Asuna's Ghost is actually going to be the one that deals the final blow. Asuna goes a bit aggressively, as he's trying to provide more pressure. Up across the pinch point on the map, Steel's going to be able to take care of dapr. Dicey continues to go aggressive with the frenzy. One left on the side of Sentinels. Sinatra's not going to be around for long. He's brought down from heaven, a flawless round. Because we saw Hiko do, could it have gone differently? But either way, Steel putting the poorer performance from the last map behind him and starting off strong here. 100 Thieves are in control, and once again, they're hitting A. It's going to be a slightly different look as more presence is coming in from showers, but the site's the same nonetheless.
Okay, well, this is starting off very difficult for the Sentinels. They're just down to 2, make it down to 3, make it down to 2. It's an even matchup, but ShahZaM is the last one standing now. Got one shock dart left in the tank. The recon bolt is ready. They're going to plant towards that shower side, and Nitro just barely escapes with his life. It's 1v2, Hiko versus Nitro, and ShahZaM about to enter and try to win this round. It's going to be difficult. Remember, this is a gun round moving in for the Sentinels. And this is a round they were hoping to win. But the fact that it's all up to ShahZaM, he realizes, okay, they planted for showers. Let me clear it out. Let me pre-fire. But 100 Thieves have been wrapping around him the entire time. Here comes Nitro from the side. And 100 Thieves win round 3. This
He's over and over again. They're showing Sentinels plenty to think about, and Sentinels haven't been able to stop anything.
Oh, this is going to be their chance, and it'll start off hot for Sick. They'll defend the hookah push, but it never really was a hookah push. Asuna was just causing a distraction. But so far, they've been able to stop the plant. It's only Dicey that'll find the refrag, but it's down to 2 final players here for 100 Thieves. The lamps control was strong enough. The spike's still down. They need to go pick that one up. Hiko will tag up the camera. Does see another player there. Actually, I think he used the... Wait, did he use Hedwig to tank the camera? Holy smokes. I think it was trying to tag a player, but it tagged Hedwig instead. Dicey grabs the spike, rotates over, and now it's all down to the 2v3.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Dicey go all the way around, too. Certainly waiting for Hiko to join. As you see, members of Sentinels have rotated over as well. One of them staying back. It's going to be ShahZaM, who's still kind of hanging around over by A. But 100 Thieves with the Blade Storm and technically the numbers disadvantage should be able to get onto here with relative ease, but it's Sinatraa. Sinatra's going to be on the swing. Dicey's not able to win that. Sinatra's actually going to get the heck out of dodge and preserve his life. Now all members of Sentinels are coming over. He goes in a difficult situation.
Yep, he does see one, at least the shoulder of one. Sinatraa pushes forward. He's going to find that frag onto Hiko. Sentinels need...
Role, or excuse me, at least the same role, but in a slightly different manner. And so far... They have been able to get 2 up on the board. ShahZaM with the operator getting the best of Steel early on. Certainly going to help.
Dicey gets a lot of space. That's the orbital strike. Don't really say that too often. Zomb's going to find one. Nitro will feel the fire as Dicey now walks his way into the site, tries to use the smoke as cover. This unfortunately goes incredibly sour for 100 Thieves to flood onto the site, and ShahZaM with the opening pick as well. Those odds just continue to dwindle down and down and down. And by the time 100 Thieves started to trade, they didn't have anything to trade up.
Oh man, 100 Thieves doesn't look like they're going to be bringing much firepower to this gunfight. They've already lost 1 for this fight outside of showers. You also see the member rotating with Sick. He takes a telly. Nitro greets him with warm opening arms, as Asuna does as well, but Zombs is able to take care of him. He continues the carnage. He's already got 3 on the round as members of 100 Thieves just continue to fall apart. Nitro takes the spike and gets all the way over to the opposite site. You already saw, yes, Hiko rotating over as well. They're going to get the spike down.
Hunter's Fury available, and a couple of shock darts. Nitro is going to play point here in the elbow. Smoke's about to go down as well. Doesn't have a paranoia, so he can't bait anything out. Recon Bolt will not spot anything out. A couple of shots up to no good. ShahZaM going to feel that one down to the 2v2. Doable, but we have to recall Hiko a little worse for wear when in terms of what weaponry he has. Shock darts come through. There's Dicey in the smoke. Nitro's gonna find him down to one final player. Nitro with the quadra. A thrifty Sentinels have to retake.
Spike planted.
Spike has been planted. Dicey's still on the opposite side of the map. He's going to be sitting there alone for a little while as all resources of Sentinels have been invested, over onto B. This time, the retake attempt is going to be a bit different. Sinatra's going to dash his way in as they're going to be applying pressure from opposite sides of the map. dapr gets taken out. Sinatraa with the Blade Storms tries to equalize things, but 100 Thieves holds strong. It's just Sick, who has the showstopper, but doesn't have any more help. Hiko
provides insights, his positioning with the Sova. I'm just very impressed with his Sova play. And not to mention, he's still at the top of the leaderboards there for his team. And normally we'd see Asuna, normally we'd see Dicey. dapr finding a couple of early picks here on the attack. Likely going to put Sentinels in a position to start off the half with a win.
Yeah, Sentinels threw everything they had at that B site. They sent members through hookah, and they sent members up B long, so that they had a couple of options, and really 100 Thieves just got mowed over. Steel has 2 freaking health left. He's not going to be able to stand up to that very long. The distractions.
What a smoke. What a smoke, too. It stops the recon bolt, but it still reveals them.
Well, we saw members start to dash onto the side. Another very aggressive look, and again, it was pressure from a couple of different sides. Now the different members of Sentinels made their way up B long. It was a bit delayed, but the outcome was the same. They're on there. 100 Thieves is going to have to fight for the retake. Now the cavalry is starting to arrive, but it might be a bit too late, ladies and gentlemen.
One player remains, it's Steel. I just want to highlight how intelligent both teams were.
Utility all over the place. They're going to try to work their way to a short. Sinatra's going to get a chance with the operator, going to miss. Fortunately, is able to back up into safety. But members of 100 Thieves beginning to fall apart. Sentinels with control.
Not really the most ideal weaponry, but once again, Hiko with the Hunter's Fury is going to find one, find 2. Oh, I told you. The man is cracked with that bow and arrow. Definitely bringing it to the gunfight. Worked out for the 100 Thieves, but they still have 2 more members from the Sentinels to work through. Dicey sees one from distance. Now Hiko's going to find himself an upgrade. Oh, the shock dart, Hiko! Are you kidding me? Now the Hedwig comes out, sending a couple of note cards there. But now he's going to take the battle to the fort. He's going to try to chase him down. Ghosts are ringing through. The headshot is good. Are you kidding me, 100 Thieves? Hiko finds the 4K, the shock dart, the Hunter's Fury, and the Ghost of all things with a Phantom in his pocket. 100 Thieves secure. Envy will knock down Renegades. I mean, they still qualify, but we have to talk about that a little later. An aggressive peek from Dicey sends zombs to the graveyard. Hunter's Fury now on the ShahZaM side, looking to try to clear out the hookah side, and does so effectively. Might find a pick, does not. The updraft saves Dicey, but already a player has made their way onto the site. It's dapr, and he's got a bulldog, and he sees Hiko, but Hiko doesn't see him. He's just trying to fight for the site. So far, it's not working out for the Sentinels, but here comes Sick. That's the showstopper that takes down Hiko, but it's all up to ShahZaM. An incredible round falls apart here for the Sentinels, and 100 Thieves are sitting. You know, it's crazy. This is such a well-rounded team and what they can bring to the table, because I know that Asuna and Dicey are a big problem for teams. It's difficult to take them off their, off the pedestal, but it's the rest of the team that is also well-rounded. We've seen great games from Steel, great games from Nitro. I don't know why I keep saying it like that, but now we're going to see the push here onto the B site. It's down to the 4v4, and Sentinels are trying to get this spike down.
Oh, you hear the lockdown is going to be used to try to create a little bit of space. Dicey with the operator working his way around as Sick begins to plant the spike. Nitro getting the best of him as he gets a second one onto Sick as well. Nitro looking for the third, and give it to him, baby. Tee it up and knock him down. One left on the side of Sentinels, and it's ShahZaM. He's getting pushed in. Nitro with the 4K.
Wow.
Didn't have very many bullets in the gun, and it didn't matter. 100 Thieves absolutely out of their minds. Kind of what that means and why are they showing different looks. I think one of the important things to keep in mind too is that these are not just scrim reps, right? Like, these are good reps, high stakes reps against a very good team. So a good a time as any to whip some of that out. Sinatraa not on the jet this time, is going to go back to the trusty Raze, and it looks like Sentinels on the attacking side have already taken a bit of damage and are getting pushed away from B.
Yeah, 100 Thieves had an aggressive look towards the garage, and guess who was there with that aggressive look? Yep, you guessed it. It's Asuna and Dicey that were trying to force the issue. Unfortunately, they don't force it well enough, and I wonder if Sentinels have forgotten who pairs up with Asuna and why he was why he had nobody there to help him. Well, yeah, that's right. Because it's Dicey coming in from behind, finds the frag there onto zombs, and now it's Sentinels in a really weird position. Where do we go? We have the wall that's walled off, at least for the side, but they can't come in from the stair side, but Dicey's coming in from the garage. Sentinels need some form of control to regain the site.
Yeah, they've really pinched themselves in and haven't left themselves very many options on different ways to go. They got the spike down, and they're going to assume some of their post-plan positions, but they are outnumbered here. Oh, ShahZaM's going to get a chance at Nitro. That's such a big kill. Nitro getting that is huge for 100 Thieves.
Yep. Dapr as well, also falling sick. The Battle Sage will feel some of that pain. Takes out Dicey, but 3 members remain here for the 100 Thieves. So I saw a discussion on Twitter. Is it 100 Thieves? Is it 100 Thieves? And now that they've qualified, is there a possibility that they're letting up some of that steam, or 100 Thieves, are they really that good? I think it's a little bit of both, if I'm going to be honest, because this Thieves roster has really impressed us throughout the entirety of today. Sick, unfortunately, getting that spike down. The aftershock is going to injure him temporarily, but now it's just going to be pandemonium on the site. Sentinels are going to be able to hold off this defensive retake. And it's all down to Hiko and company to see if they want to go for exits or if they want to fight the battle.
Oh, Zom's getting flashed up in heaven. Nitro, meanwhile, down low, is able to deal plenty of damage, as is Nitro and Hiko. They all get in on the action. Sick. Watching the spike. See it get tapped by Hiko. He's going to be forced to back up. That's a brutal situation to be in if you're Sick. Nitro with a 3K on the round. 100 Thieves are going to be up by 3.
I just want to say one thing. That we saw that play earlier today. We've seen the 100 Thieves really deal, the 100 Thieves really deal with Sentinels with aggressive peaks like this, you know. But unfortunately, sometimes it's gotta give, and Asuna is not also going to be able to help out and avenge the death of his fallen comrade. Hiko will also step out one at a time. They will funnel out towards the middle, and it's all down to one final player. And just like that, the train has to refuel at the station.
Man, you called it at the beginning of the round, and it's exactly what happened. Sentinels still have all 5 of their players steal. The last one alive was able to take care of one, but Sick ultimately.
So you're going to be a little bit more comfortable, you know, on the attack. They can play as aggressive as they want because that's your job. You're just trying to attack. But for this time around, it's not really working out as intended. Sinatraa with the showstopper won't get to use it this round.
It's bait. It was just to draw attention over, and Sinatra's able to get the kill anyway. Yeah, it got traded out, but the spike's on the opposite side of the map. Furthermore, nobody from 100 Thieves is home. Sentinels are going to have full access to the site. There's that set wall that we've seen time and time again out of Sick. They have everything they want. The Rolling Thunder is going to be used to try to knock things up, and the spike did not go down. Furthermore, the lockdown was used. Now they have a decision. Do we sit in this? Do we get the spike down, or do we get out and back up? There's not a lot of room to work with here, Simo.
How many players will get to paint 2 of them? That's actually a great opening here for 100 Thieves, but they need to push in. There's not a lot of time. They need to get active, and the spike needs to go down, but they haven't started to plant it. Now it's starting to go down. It's all down to Hiko. Just within the nick of time, Sentinels get the spike down. 2 members were locked down during that kick.
How things could possibly go. 100 Thieves have been able to stand strong. However, out of some of these early aggressive looks, and here they're going to do it again. It actually wasn't Dicey with the blades who was able to get a kill. It was Asuna with the rifle. Nonetheless, the outcome was the same. Dicey is able to light up the kill feed with 2 kills, but Sick responds with 3 of his own. 100 Thieves just down to Hiko.
Yeah, what an important frag as well to find. Neural Tap's going to make things very difficult here for Hiko. He's going to try to use the fault line to buy himself some time. They know exactly where he's located, that this A site should be relatively clear to get that spike planted. But for some reason, they're going to trail over towards the B site. Hiko's going to be in the exact perfect spot to be a contact point here. But they're going to get the resurrection to really confirm this round. Maybe pull back towards the A site. They know that Hiko's not there, at least for the time being. Hiko now going to be able to start to chase after them. Unfortunately for them, Sinatraa buys
your train explanation. It was exactly what they wanted, but now we'll see what 100 Thieves can do on the attacking side. They're investing heavy over by B, and sure enough, Sentinels rotating this way. They dash on. Dapr's been flashed out. He's going to be met with a couple of bullets from Asuna and taken out. Asuna continuing to press the matter, but he's taken out by Sick.
Still doable for both sides, but as I say that, ShahZaM will dispatch the 2 players accordingly. And once again, we've seen this quite a handful of times. It's all down to Steel in a 1v4. Got to get the spike down. Unfortunately, the spike is behind enemy lines. He's just looking for a pick. That's all he's looking for. Paranoia from Ramen up into heaven and then push in, something like that. But it doesn't look like Sentinels play towards that rope side either. So that might be a play that they can play in the playbook that they can run. But have to consider the factor of Asuna being a nuisance on that B side. Resurrection will put Sinatraa back into the fray. So that frag was for naught. And ShahZaM finds another 100 Thieves are falling apart.
Yeah, very quickly tipping in the opposite direction. Steel up in heaven across B, gets taken right back down at the hands of Sick. Nitro, however, is going to go a bit more aggressively. Hiko trying to assume the position that Steel had, and hopefully for him, bring some better success, and he does just that. 100 Thieves are going to be able to get onto the B side, drop things down to a 2v2 as Nitro and Hiko try to put a round up, try to stop some of this bleeding, the onslaught that has come from Sentinels. It's so far so good. ShahZaM, the last one standing, is going to drop down with the Sheriff, able to deal enough damage to take him out. A 1v1 as the spike continues to tick. Oh my gosh, ShahZaM with the 3K with the Sheriff gives Nitro the business and gets the defuse.
This might be like an obscure reference, but that felt like a staged frag, you know? From like
how they choose to play this on the side of 100 Thieves. He was 1 point away from having the lockdown.
Man, every round, look at how much space 100 Thieves get. They just don't care. Like Asuna is already down towards ropes. The rest of 100 Thieves are trying to gain control of this A site. ShahZaM is going to be a problem, though. You have to worry about Asuna. Oh, they go up the ropes. Don't anticipate him being there, but Sinatra's still behind you, so he's likely about to find Asuna as well. So far, they haven't traded. Dicey will find ShahZaM, and now Sinatraa is dueling with the opposite raise. Asuna will take him down. Solid execute.
Dicey once again playing aggressive with the Blade Storm.
Oh, Zombs peeks out. Dicey down to 11, and at least he's going to survive for the time being, and the smoke is going to allow him to cross safely if that's what he wants to do. Resurrection of Zombs puts him back into the mix. That is, when you don't see Sage for a long time, and then you see the Resurrections come back in, you definitely feel how annoying it can be. I understand now how difficult that...
Oh, wow.
But he's going to lose his life regardless. He's already down. Asuna's going to find the Resurrector. But ShahZaM is still a nuisance down towards screens. They'll be able to get control. Guess who's up above? It's Asuna, but he doesn't notice. He's still going to find him anyway. Sinatraa will trade it back out. The fight ensues on the heaven side, but they're planting that spike. Sinatra's getting involved. Nitro gets to safety. Now it's going to be the swing from both Hiko and Nitro. It's all down to dapr. He's going to get flashed up as Hiko's got his robot arm stuck out to the side. Towards the center. They like this A side hit. They like to gather that control. But look, there's an orb gathered here, so shot's going to be easy. But look at dapr. As you called it, the shorty now upgrades to the Phantom. That's a problem. 100 Thieves came into this with the weapon advantage and are a little bit stuck now for what they want to do next. Down to a 2v2. Spike is going to hightail it through the sewers, but guess who's there waiting for him? It's ShahZaM.
Oh, and ShahZaM finds a weapon that is huge. Simo, but it looks like they're still focusing a bit more over to A. Meanwhile, the Spike Steel's going to get a chance, but Steel's got to land that shot. He's not going to get it. ShahZaM's going to dash forward, likely pick up the operator, or at least he has that option. Should he choose so, it all comes down to Hiko. Hiko with an opportunity to extend the map to keep this thing alive. He has the Rolling Thunder as he slowly creeps his way through
30 seconds left.
Down ropes. It looks like he's going to go towards A. The problem is he doesn't have a ton of time to work with. Furthermore, dapr is going to be waiting just on the other side. As soon as he swings out, dapr is going to get a chance. Oh my gosh, he turned away at just the wrong time. Hiko's going to get onto site. He's going to get the spike down. It's going to be a 1v1.
And he's going to plant it wide out in the open. He's got the red carp as well. We'll see now how he decides to position, but guess who's chasing him down? It's ShahZaM. The shot's good from ShahZaM. And Sentinels will take us to that third map. Hiko, almost with the heroics, brings 100 Thieves the 2-0 victory. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not entertained...
For the day, to determine who's going to advance to the grand finals, who's gonna win between 100 Thieves and Sentinels. And shocker, ladies and gentlemen, Asuna goes aggressive. They get 2 picks early on.
Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought that was going to happen? Of course, Sentinels do answer back, but Hiko, instead of surprise that he finds a shock dart kill, Steel going to try to lurk from the side. Now it's down to one final player. Headshot's going to send ShahZaM down. Are we going to see some team?
When you see a team, especially on the defending side, that's just going to continue to be aggressive over and over and over again, you just sit back and wait, right? Like, you know they're going to come to you. You can deal with that when they come your way, or at least you can attempt to. It's certainly much easier said than done.
Eesh.
Sick getting a big opening pick there onto Dicey. The spike now is going to head its way over onto A. You see resources from 100 Thieves already rotating over as well. The one exception being the Phoenix, Asuna, who's going to show up a little bit later. But keep a close eye on the Omen on your minimap, folks. It's going to be late to the party. Steel drops down. Oh my gosh, he mows down Sentinel.
Oh my goodness, he does get flashed up in the process. Still 2 members remain on both sides, but weapons have been upgraded. Shock dart's going to hurt Sick. He does have at least the blaze wall. Actually, psych, that is the blaze wall on the opposite side. Asuna playing that. Zombs just trying to take out Hedwig, shoots it
30
down.
seconds left.
That's an owl down, but still 2 players remain on both sides. Paranoia to give them a little bit more space, but shots come out from heaven. Now it's Asuna, finds the frag. It's all down to Sick. Phoenix v Phoenix. And the man in the mirror does win. Asuna. That they are. Sentinels have to worry about Asuna on the opposite side, but now he's going to be chased down, and as a result, you're going to see him fall. Weapon upgrade now for the Sentinels. More will start to come. Dicey in a little bit of a, so to speak, dicey situation. Hiko trying to catch those flanks from the opposite side, provide support for Dicey, who's still back behind Plat. Camera comes through, shot's not going to work out. He's trying to keep himself in safety, but unfortunately, he's starting to fall apart. He's still alive somehow, some way. ShahZaM takes him down. Hiko will find 2, down to the 1v1. But ShahZaM finding himself an upgrade, or did he? There was a lot on the ground there. He's going to try to plant that spike, or maybe look for Hiko. Guess who never came? Guess who never showed up? It's Hiko. Positioning was perfect.
They showed some presence over by C. Didn't like what they saw. Got the yips pulled back out, but now they're going to work their way up garage. Asuna is going to be there. Asuna, who's made highlight play after highlight play in a position once again to make something special happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, the entire team of Sentinels were spraying through that door. It was only a matter of time before one of those bullets land. You know, shooting fish in a barrel. Eventually, you find the fish, and all that's left is water and a dead fish, and that's exactly what happened to Asuna. But for the rest of 100 Thieves, they've got to worry about this eventual push towards the C site. They now start to see them start to come through. There's a battle of Jet v Jet, but Steel has Dicey's back covered. Down to the 4v3. Here comes the frenzy. Finds its mark onto Zombs. And now it's a 3v2. Sinatraa and company, they're on the site, but they are in dire trouble. It all boils down to a 1v1. Hiko versus dapr, and dapr finds the 4K.
Show a little bit of presence that way, but looks like most of their attention is being drawn towards B, and yeah, they're just going to mosey their way up. They're going to follow the owl drone as clearance and get in there. The alarm bar's going to go off, but the spike is going to go down anyway. You hear the 100 Furies being used to try to clear some of that off the site. Steel was waiting on the other side, but he gets the business at the hands of Sick.
It will be nullified by the Hunter's Fury from Hiko. He manages to find one. Asuna doubling back. There is some presence there from the Sentinels. 100 Thieves just looking for a way to open up back into the site. The flank from Asuna is starting to work out. He needs to heal himself back up. That's the wall that goes up. There's a player over there, sees him wide, and takes him down. The 3v3 is all that remains, and the spike is still ticking.
Yeah, but they're smoked off the entrance. They're going to force them to peek or just blindly fire through the smoke to try to stop the defuse. Meanwhile, Hiko's starting to stick. He gets it to halfway, and he gets taken out. Nitro's still up. However, as Sick continues to go in aggressive, the Molly was able to take him out. He goes in on the site. He's flashed him up. Dicey's taken out. A 1v1, and Nitro goes in. I don't know if he's going to have time. He might have gotten it if he stuck it, but no, he pulled off for just a second.
Oh man, Hunter's Fury, there's a lot that they can use, but it starts with this pick here. It doesn't come to fruition. Asuna, can he find the refrags?
Yeah, he's already been tagged up pretty badly. It looks like he's going to get flashed as well, but he does it through the flash anyway. Oh my gosh, Asuna gets 2.
Crazy. This is why these 2 members from the Immortals roster were brought in. Asuna and Dicey are spectacular, as is Nitro. Dispatching of the Sentinels completely. The hold in the Dignitas 14-12. So this is not exactly a map that they're super afraid of. But as we highlighted in the pregame, 100 Thieves, they're also very proficient on this map.
Steel showing proficiency with the Sheriff. on this map, gets the opening kill onto zombs. A lot of presence through garage for members of 100 Thieves. Steel goes in, however, and he gets taken out Asuna with the frenzy, still making it seem sick. Still trying to keep things at bay as he's just getting pushed around, and members flood from all over the place. The guy had no place to go. Nothing was safe. Hiko and the rest of 100 Thieves are going to get the spike down.
I think for ShahZaM here, you just sit tight. You may be looking for an exit or two, or if somebody tries to force the issue, just trade out. But it's not something that we tend to see a whole lot of when you're down in a 1v4 scenario. He tries to preemptively fire, hoping that he'd find somebody. The reads. Sentinels actually funnel out. They don't have information yet, though. They don't know if this C site has been hit. The recon bolt is going to at least keep them around temporarily. They're going to start to push forward. Here's the action that is about to unfold before very eyes. Curveball's going to help out. Unfortunately, the frag does not. It's the rest of the Sentinels that are able to find the picks necessary, all down to Hiko. Just like that, the push kind of sits at a standstill. Hiko just trying to escape, maybe save that weapon, but this is the round that we anticipated Sentinels really coming to the forefront, and they needed to be fair. If they lose that one, it's 10-5. Economy will be there to hold down the front line if they can. No operator in the hands of ShahZaM. He's just going to hold the higher angle. Shot's going to be good onto Asuna. That's going to dissuade the push temporarily, but 100 Thieves still in the vicinity. Nano swarm to clear the right side. Recon Bolt still pulses and does reveal where he's located. Now Hiko is about to start to get involved. Steel finds the opening pick, but ShahZaM trades it out in kind. The spike is down, and dapr's got a lowly little stinger. Can he make it work? Yes, he can. It's traded down to one final player. Hiko with the Bulldog. It's not too far off from where Sentinels are sitting either. So we'll have to see how 100 Thieves break that, or if Sentinels will find the answer for it in the long run. Steel's going to find a pick onto ShahZaM. That's an important pick to take care of. And now he's just going to hold the angle. Alarm bot spots out where there's a player located. Now he's just going to survive and buy so much time for 100 Thieves to work their seaside angle.
Has 10 health. Sitting in this 50. Oh, Steel! Steel's able to take care of Sick. That's such a brutal spot, right? If you're Sick, knowing that things turned out that way. He was so weak. Nitro's going to teleport all the way into A, and Sinatra's there with warm opening arms, taking care of that teleport and nullifying that advance. Sinatra's still going to be sitting over on that A site. Not a ton of room for 100 Thieves to work with quite yet, but they're starting to mosey their way up. The one thing worth noting, Dicey's still hanging out over in mid, but Sinatraa continues to hold fast. The guy is impenetrable right now, but the thing is, 100 Thieves are going to continue to come.
They do manage to finally take him down. There's a player up in hell. I thought he was in heaven for some reason. That's definitely confusing to 100 Thieves as well. But Steel flanks around the box. He's been at 10 HP this entire time, but the spike still needs to be planted. Not much time remains, and Zombs is going to start to come in from the heaven side. There's a player looking up. The shots will connect. It's down to the 1v1. But Steel has been technically winning these consistently. Not going to win this one, though. Zombs drops down. Any team doesn't really know how to react because they have no idea how to react to this lockdown because they want to take care of it. But they can't when all of these different members are barreling from different angles, and Sentinels didn't really understand how to deal with that attack plan.
Oh, Sick going in aggressive. He flashes up one and is able to take care of Asuna. Still working that angle, but Dicey actually gets the best of him. You heard Hunter's Fury was used to try to clear out the site. Members of Sentinels are going to have to rotate their way over, but by the time they get here, it's going to be too little too late. Sentinels is just down. 3 members left. dapr gets taken out as they continue to hold on to the site. Sentinels looking for a prayer here just to extend this map. They're outgunned. They're outnumbered. The spike is down. Everything is going against them here.
They do have Sinatraa and ShahZaM. Psych, just Sinatraa. Shots again. It's Nitro. He sends TSM down.